It was one of those unbearably hot afternoons when the air sticks to your skin. My wife had just come back from grocery shopping and was sitting in the car outside our driveway, letting the AC run while texting me to come help unload. That's when Karen showed up. She strutted over, clipboard in hand as always, and began tapping on the passenger window. My wife cracked it open an inch. "Can I help you?" Karen's face was already pinched with disapproval. "You've been idling here for over 5 minutes. That is a violation of HOA environmental regulations." My wife blinked. "I literally just got home." Karen wasn't listening. "You're obstructing the flow of traffic. I'm going to issue a fine. Step out of the vehicle immediately." "Excuse me?" My wife locked the doors, unnerved by how close Karen leaned toward the window. Then, in a move that shocked everyone later, Karen yanked on the handle and shouted, "Get out of the car right now. I'm not leaving until you comply." My wife, scared now, texted me, "Come outside. Karen's blocking me." By the time I got there, Karen was standing with her arms spread wide in front of the car, preventing my wife from opening the door. She was yelling about neighborhood safety and authority. I told her flat out, "Back away from my wife." She sneered, "Not until she acknowledges the violation." That's when our 12-year-old son, who had been watching from the porch, came running down. He wasn't a big kid, but in that moment adrenaline must have surged through him. He sprinted past me, grabbed the passenger door handle, and yanked it with all his strength. The lock clicked free, and the door swung open so hard it knocked Karen off balance. My wife stepped out, pale but furious. "You had no right to trap me in there." Karen sputtered, "This is harassment. I was just enforcing the rules." By then, half the neighborhood had gathered to see the commotion. Someone was already recording. Mrs. Thompson from next door raised her voice. "Karen, you just illegally detained her in her own car. That's not enforcing rules, that's harassment." Another neighbor chimed in, "Actually, that's unlawful restraint. You could get charged." Karen's face went pale. "I know, I was protecting the neighborhood." But she couldn't spin it this time. My wife calmly pulled out her phone and called 911. The police arrived within minutes. We explained what happened, and several neighbors backed us up with eyewitness accounts. The officer listened, then told Karen in no uncertain terms that what she'd done was unacceptable, and possibly criminal if she ever tried it again. She stammered excuses, but in the end, she slinked away, humiliated. That evening, people came over with casseroles, beers, and encouragement. Everyone was outraged she'd gone so far as to trap someone in a car. A week later, the HOA board announced Karen was suspended from her duties pending a review. By the next month, she was permanently removed. To this day, whenever my son flexes his arms jokingly, the neighbors cheer and call him the Hulk. He pretends to rip his shirt and everyone laughs. Because in that moment, a 12-year-old boy did what the entire neighborhood had been waiting for. He stood up to Karen and set my wife free.